Before you get a virtual address for your business, watch this. One detail could be the difference between getting approved or getting denied by a bank. So here's the deal. Not all virtual addresses are treated equally. Some look like professional office buildings. So let's check it out. All right, so if I have this one here, if I Google this address that's here on iPostal 1, for example, this is what I see. Nice office building compared to a different address, same website, a little cheaper price, and this is what we get. Staples. That is a problem. Which one of those would you approve for funding? So lenders can see this too, and they do check it. So now there's a public USPS tool that shows whether an address is flagged as a commercial mail receiving agency or CMRA. If your address shows up as a CMRA, it can throw up red flags for banks and credit bureaus. So you can search this yourself. So just Google USPS address lookup, right? And you're going to see zip code lookup. You go here, put in the information, and here's what you're going to see, right? So let's take our example, and I've got Worth Avenue, and it already says PNB in the address, but we're going to look at this line, commercial mail receiving agency. Yes, that's a problem. PNB designator says PNB. That's problem number 2. You might as well have a post office box. And we know that that's bad. Compared to our other example, right, that was $39.99. Motor City, fine. Commercial mail receiving agency says no. And PNB designator has nothing. That's exactly what we want to see on that part. All right, so here's another key mistake that most people make is when listing the suite number, they put number 1006 or PNB 1006, and that gives away that it's a mailbox. Instead, just use the suite number that they give you. So if it's suite 300 for the whole place, then just use 300 for your business and your mail will still get to you and it looks more professional and legitimate on paper. So let's talk cost and strategy. Some local registered agents will let you use their real office address for as little as $50 a year compared to $50 a month or more for most virtual offices. Now, if you don't need meeting space, then that might be a better, more credible option. But here's the reality. Even if one bank gives you a hard time, like Wells Fargo denied me one time because they needed a lease and keys to use my business address, you can always move on to another bank. Sometimes you just need to find the one that works with your setup. And if push comes to shove, your home address can still work as a backup in some cases, even if your LLC is set up with a virtual address. The key is consistency. So whatever address you choose, make sure it's written exactly the same way across everything. Your LLC filing, your IRS documents, your bank account, your credit profiles, Google Business, and more. And this is why your business address strategy needs to come first and not last. Your address is just not a line on the paper. It's a funding decision, so choose it wisely. And if you need help setting up your business in the right way, go to fundingmyfuture.net.